nice to see all you guys.
Good to see you.
Just stay around the rest of the day, because it seems like every time we get out here, we get a lightning delay in about the next hour. Can't get done what we need to get done. But it's really and truly an exciting day for us, because we're now allowed to designate this as a practice day, which allows us more time, and we're excited about doing some things that we didn't have the time to do previously. So this is an exciting day for us. A lot of young guys. I can't say that I can't remember ever having this many young guys, but I can say we got a lot of young guys, and it will be fun to watch the maturation process, and it will begin today when we start our scrimmage in a couple hours, and just see how the guys react in those situations, as opposed to just batting practice and tee drill stuff that we've done. But I'm along with the staff, very upbeat about the prospects of this club. But it's a long season. It's a lot of baseball left to learn, and certainly we're a long way from beginning the season, but it's still an exciting time for us.
Do you think about it being the last time for you? Every time you do something new this year, it's the last time you're doing it?
Well, I have to say yes. When you've done something for 45 years, it's hard to say, nah, I got a lot of this left, but it's a lot of times I'll come out and get ready to come in after a lightning delay and say, well, that's one thing I ain't looking forward to missing. But just to see guys improve over a 2-week period like we have still is exhilarating. These young men are talented. There's a lot of competitiveness. A couple of guys moving to new positions, seeing leadership hopefully coming to fruition, but there's still a long way to go in that area. I mean, we got a freshman catcher, a freshman shortstop, and for me to sit here and tell you that those two guys are battling for positions, I try not to play games with you guys. I can tell you right now, those two guys are going, if they're healthy, and God willing they will be. Matt Nelson will be our catcher. I call him Nandy because I had a Nandy 25 years ago, but Nander DeSantis he's a good-looking shortstop. But anyway, just looking at the ball club, a lot of improvement is left. We've got a very competitive schedule, as we all know, the ACC. I mean, we were a pretty good club last year. We finished 16-14 in that league. So it doesn't get any easier. We need to get better every day, and that's our goal.
Does having the games against Alabama and Jacksonville, what can that do for development? Is that exciting to have that opportunity this year?
Yeah, it brings back a lot of good memories from the old days when we were able to play, heck, 25 games in the fall. And now just to be able to play 2 means so much, because you care who wins because we're competitors. But we're not going to leave a guy in the ball game to play center field in the 6th inning when he's had 3 at-bats, and we got another guy we want to give some time to, and leave him out there instead of giving the other guy a chance. It gives everybody an opportunity to show what they can do, and that will be our intention when we approach these games. We're going to compete, but we're going to play everybody, give everybody opportunities to show what they can do, and we as coaches will learn something from that.
I don't know how much you've been back around James and Tyler kind of in this atmosphere, but what's it like to have them kind of want to come back and be a part of this program in a coaching aspect?
Well, what makes all of this so great is you got two guys that contributed so much to our program, and not only outstanding student athletes, they were great leaders of the baseball team. And that is being displayed the way they're interacting with our young men. And it's really fun to see the guys react to them, and they know that it was just a few years ago when those two guys were playing the game of baseball at Florida State University, became top draft choices. One played in the major leagues, one was a first rounder. Pretty interesting.
Coach, when you have a team that's so young, how impactful is this fall ball for these guys?
I think the fact that we will be able to play those additional games will add a lot, because their heart will be palpitating a little different than it is when we're out here playing against each other, or even when we're playing the Canadian national team. That's great. It doesn't count. Not one of the two, but it won't mean nearly as much as when we're playing Jacksonville or Alabama, because both of those programs are extremely competitive, and our guys, the young guys, have never played against a Division I school before. So that will be an eye-opening experience for them, and we plan to start a lot of the young guys against those teams.
Coach, the decision to make this your last go-around, how can you make that decision? How did you make the decision, and I guess how easy or hard was it for you to come to that conclusion?
Well, when Stan Wilcox was here, I had gone in the year before and we had talked it over, and basically it was arrived at that I thought it was best for me to go ahead and get out after the 18 season, and this was 6 months before the season started. And then last year, at the end of last year, I went in just to talk to Stan about a couple of things, and he looked at me and he says, 2000's not a bad number. And it really took me back. It made me feel like I don't think I've ever felt as a coach. And I said, well, let me go home and talk to Mama. I thought after 5 seconds she would never make up her mind. I think it was 8 seconds. But anyway, that was when I came back the next day and told Stan how excited I was that he wanted me back. And we both looked at each other and kind of shook our heads like, that's it, one more. And that's when I reiterated to him that how much I appreciated him wanting me to come back for one more year, because I think deep down that's what I wanted, but yet I'd already made up my mind that 18 was going to be the last year. But it made me feel real good.